Licking toes is a good piece of fiber.
Okay, do we all remember where we left off last session?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, Thander got imprisoned in his realm for eternity, essentially. Uh, Myra was taken away from Fabian, and he no longer has a connection to Shar. Um, so therefore, no more keys for Fabian, and no more sacrificial dagger for Fabian. Um, and Faith was KO'd, which seemingly has something to do with Myra being gone. And Leaf is kind of in a coma thing. Leon's all good though, so there's that. Um,
Good for them.
and Onyx died, and he was the king of Nyxurberos, so that's kind of problematic. And that's it. So there's your update.
Nyxurberos.
It's the next morning. Congratulations, y'all made it through the wedding. It's now Leaf's birthday, so hopefully you have a gift for him.
Oh fuck.
He is in a coma though, so that's probably problematic.
It's noteworthy.
Yeah, and you guys don't know what's wrong. I'll also give you a rundown of some of the things you can do, really quick.
I'm gonna type in the chat.
That would probably be wise.
Okay. You can deal with Leaf's birthday shit, like getting him out of the coma. You can deal with Faith, since Faith is kind of dealing with a lot. With Faith, you can also deal with the Myra being gone thing. Figure that out. You can go to the cave and do the thing that Siren got some information on from Evil Luna.
Evil Luna.
You mean the Joker?
Luna.
Joker.
The Joker.
I guess help plan Onyx's funeral.
Bitch. Sorry.
Because that's gonna be within the week. There's also like the big missions, but I just wanted to tell you about the side ones because I think you can remember the big missions versus the side missions.
What are we fighting for? Oh.
Well, we're fighting. I don't know. To not have everyone be erased from existence.
That's what we. We're fighting. We have to create a group, a support group. We're gonna make a religion, and then yeah.
We're gonna do the Crusades.
Yeah.
Also, smaller bigger issues, but you might not want to address them this session, but you still can if you want to. Siren still has the mark for death, given to him by Chiron, so that'd be a Limbo People mission. And then you still have to find the bad guy Dark Gift on this plane, and then after you guys resolve both of those issues, Limbo People vamoose, and they go to deal with the last one.
They'd go disappear.
They go take a shit.
They go shit in the toilet.
No, they don't shit in the toilet, you fucking maniac. They shit outside, like regular people.
Oh, I also want to mention you guys can look more into the bad dreams that Josie Sabora and Emiliano had.
Oh yeah, that was really fucked up.
What cracked me up was during the wedding when Lilac Symphony came over here and was like, "I'm Josie's past lover. She killed me." Kiara, you said you killed somebody.
Oh yeah, you can also address the fact that Lilac was Josie's ex that she killed.
Yeah,
what was that about?
Who said that? Luna or Siren? Or did both of them fucking just spelled that out?
I think it was Siren. Luna was more like in shock and disbelief, like, "Oh no!" And Siren was like, "You killed her!" Like in a damn, why you do that type of way? Luna was like, "What the fuck?"
Funny.
Anyway, it's the next day because like after that everyone was like, I need a breather.
We need shots.
So after the day
What's
had
everyone
passed,
doing?
okay, I'll give you a rundown. Um, so really quick, Leon and Leaf had the same wounds, but Leon is in better shape than Leaf. Obviously, Leaf is still in the coma thing. I just wanted to note that. But everyone's doing things. Let me go down the fucking NPC list. Give me a second.
Pisces. God damn it, Haley.
Guys,
Okay.
I have 11. What should I have? Should I have soup? Should I have a Chef Boyardee lasagna?
Chef Boyardee lasagna.
Okay.
Ladanga.
Haley, are you far away from your mic?
No, my phone's like maybe a foot away from my mouth.
Okay.
Get some
No,
Ladanga.
you were cutting out a little bit, but not
Oh.
crazy.
My phone kind of sucks with distance, to be honest. So.
How the freak you want?
I just love just hearing. How the freak do you?
Whoa,
I saw what.
Laganga.
Let me give you a rundown of what all the characters are doing now, because we gotta get this session going. Unlike the last one, which took forever to start.
Oh.
Okay. Eliana and Spring are both residing in their individual rooms. Their doors are locked. You cannot speak to them today.
Break down their doors.
Yeah.
Open your door or I'm going to throw rocks through your window.
You dumb whore.
Archeon is, in a way, like, keeping track of, like, everything that's happening in Nick Cerberus while the Queen is taking, like, a breather, as well as Spring. Yeah, so he kind of just, like, in the throne room talking to, everybody who's like, I want to speak to the king and queen kind of thing. And so he's up to that, and Chandra's helping him out. So that's what him and his daughter are doing.
Okay.
Faith is in a coma. Leaf's in a coma.
Wait, who's in a coma again?
Faith and Leaf.
Faith and Leaf and comas. I'm typing it down. I'm writing it down. Quick, write
Uh,
that
your best friend's son and your son.
Lucian is sticking by Leaf. He did briefly visit Spring's door this morning, but she didn't say anything or talk. Onyx is dead.
Okay, Mary. Okay.
I had to reiterate.
She flex on us.
That's the awful flex.
The Limbo squad is feeling kind of awkward, so they're kind of like keeping together in like a room, just kind of hanging out and talking with each other. And
they're like, damn, this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, and
Deadbolt, what are you doing, Kiara?
And Deadbolt, he doesn't understand emotions, but Ribus told him to stick with him. Can you stop, Kiara?
Please look.
What?
Stop. This is awful. Not you sending a fucking hands of the cross for his death, and then a corpse, and then a fucking leaf for Leaf. I hate you. Can I continue talking? We're gonna take a minute. We're gonna take a minute, okay?
Okay, not funny. He's dead!
That's so vile. You're fucking stupid. You're so vile.
She's only been dead for like less than 24 hours. Okay, stop. Go ahead, Mary.
Thanks. Deadbolt doesn't under. If you laugh again, I'm going to mute you.
I'm listening.
Okay. Deadbolt didn't understand how to like deal with emotions. So Ribus was like, stick with me, and then Deadbolt was like, okay, you're my friend. And so Deadbolt's hanging out with the Limbo Squad today. Casimir.
Yeah, what is he doing? I'm curious.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I think he's helping Oshi clean up after the wedding because it was kind of a clusterfuck. So they're kind of just like cleaning everything up.
Getting up the blood.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he just disintegrated. He didn't.
Oh.
They're blood.
Oh wait, he's already cremated, so I guess that's kind of easy.
You're sick.
And then Saren and slash Strahd,
They're playing chess against one another.
they're the same
Please.
person, so they just flip back and forth.
Yeah.
What would Saren be up to? Honestly,
Dead.
I think Saren, Allura, and Reese would all be also helping Casimir and Oshi just because they want to help, but they don't know how else to help.
Oh, that's so sad.
I mean, you can't.
Strahd doesn't want to help. Saren wants to help. I want to preface that.
So I was like, watch this. I can just snap my fingers and it's all clean. Like, no. This is the only way we can help. Don't do that.
What's Strahd up to?
Well, you don't know. Strahd's and Saren decided that he wanted to help Allura, Reese, Casimir, and Oshi clean up after the wedding.
How is Strahd feeling?
You'll have to ask Saren or Strahd
Okay,
yourself.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put Saren a mood ring on, and that's how we will know what he's feeling.
That's pretty good.
We'll give them one for Strahd and one for Saren.
They're different colors all the time. When Saren's happy, Strahd's mad. When Saren's sad, Strahd's happy.
I think I have covered all of the NPCs though.
I think you have though. I think you have.
I think you have.
I think. Wait, I have a question. What's the god doing in his multiverse? What is he doing? What's he up to? Is he sad?
Which god?
Oh shit, I forgot his name already.
Lathander,
my boy. I love him.
Come here, Freddy.
You also learned that Lathander's Lucian's dad last session. So Lucian's a demigod.
Oh shit.
You guys knew that though, because you learned that last session, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Lathander, I guess, just smoking weed.
Sadly now. He's sadly smoking weed.
Yeah.
How do you sadly smoke weed?
I don't know.
Melancholically.
You lay on your back and then you just take a hit and then you're just crying while taking a hit. That's exactly what he's doing. He's like
Oh.
So yeah, congratulations. That's what everyone's up to. Sad boy hours. Also, I hope you guys have gift for Leaf's birthday, because if not, it's gonna be a bummy session.
Sorry, that was Stop.
Just like that. Lathander. Just like how you spelled Saren with an E instead of an A.
I like saying his name funny.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is anyone visiting Faith in his little coma thing?
All of the kids have visited, but they realize that there's not too much that they can actually do to help unless Fabian straight up asks them, because they know Faith being in a coma is a little more complicated than if like Leaf was, because Leaf is actually a person that wasn't
Organic.
created by magic. Yeah.
Organic being.
So really the only thing for Faith is Fabian has to fix it essentially.
Shit.
Kiara, quick, use your skills that you learned in your class right now to tell us about the body parts and how we can revive them.
Okay. Let's see here.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Where's my skills at?
Where's my skills at? In your body, I hope. In your brain.
Yeah, I have my brain. I just gotta screw it on. Give me a second.
She says, pulling up her notes.
Okay, what was the question again?
Can you solve the dilemma that we have right now with the skills you've learned in your class, Kiara?
I could actually. I probably could.
Woo!
All you gotta do is you put cocaine in their nose and they'll breathe in really hard, and then they'll just sit up and feel like they're flying
Wow.
and hear every
That was
color.
bad. That was vile. That was fucking vile.
You pull in the coal.
Anyway,
Well, I
today's
know,
session's up to y'all, so pop off.
Well, I know Josie is in isolation. So
Why is
That's
she in
right.
isolation? Her family's suffering.
you can talk to her if you want with one of your
Yeah,
characters, but she's in isolation. She's isolating herself.
Siren is gonna go with the kids. So they're helping the adults clean. So he's gonna go with the kids. See how everyone's vibe is. See how they're feeling. They're obviously all.
None of the kids are helping the adults clean.
Where are they then? He's gonna look for the kids.
I typed this all in the chat. You
well,
fool.
2 of the kids, Faith and Leaf, are in a coma.
Yeah.
Spring
Spring
is
is
in
like
a
that.
room, yeah, and then Lucian's with Leaf, because he can't be with Spring, and Shanra is with her dad, helping run all of the politics.
Damn, that's a hard one. Then I don't think Spring wants to talk to anyway, so I'm not gonna bother her. She's mourning.
Yeah.
I guess Sarah's gonna go find his Meemaw.
Find Meemaw.
Yeah, he's gonna go find Meemaw. He's sad. He
Meemaw.
wants to...
Meemaw's dead. No, I was kidding.
No, she's not.
Nah, she's just chilling in her room, really, but she hasn't left it at all.
Where's her girlfriend?
Shamil's probably checking on Leaf right now, to be honest.
Wife, not girlfriend.
Why?
They literally got married last session.
Yeah, she's checking on Leaf. Shamil's checking on Leaf.
All right, well, her grandson's checking up her grandma.
Okay, you can check on my girl.
He knocks. He goes, Grandma.
Grandma. You hear like someone move around the room, but you don't hear the door open.
He opens the door a little bit. Grandma.
It's unlocked, so you can open it.
Yeah, he opens it and he pokes his head just a little bit. He's like, Graham.
Graham. I'm sorry, it cracks me up.
He looks at her eyes and he's like, I don't know what to do. Everyone's really sad. I was hoping maybe we could like lighten the mood a little bit. We can make like some food or something. And he just kind of whispers. He's like, hello. Hello?
You probably see Josie like sitting on like a chair with like her like face in her hands, honestly. If anything.
Yeah. He goes over and he pats her back a little bit. He's like, it's gonna be okay. It's all right.
Oh, what a child.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the hell up! No, I was kidding.
She's just sad. She's just big sad.
Josie like sighs and she shakes her head, and she's like, "It's kind of my fault. All of this shit."
No, it's not. It's not. Eleanor comes in and she has like Josie's favorite food. She goes through. She puts all the snacks on the table, and then she sees Josie upset, and she gives her a big hug, and she actually picks her up. Like, it's not your fault, okay? And she sits on the bed. It's not your fault.
I'm sorry. Like Luna just was standing in front of the door the entire time. I'm sorry. That got me.
She brought snacks. She brought her Josie her favorite snacks.
What would Josie's favorite snacks be?
Falafel, bacon, and lollipops.
Well, she'd be
All poorly cooked because Luna can't cook, as we've established.
as we've established.
She can't cook at all. At all. Not a single shit. You tell her to make cereal, the cereal bowl's gonna light on fire.
She hasn't put the milk in yet, but
it's like Spencer
Josie
from
looks
Carly.
like you've seen Josie tired because she's honestly looked tired all her life, but she looks like she got hit by a fucking truck right now, and then like truck backed up and ran over her again.
Oh,
It's bad.
Bad.
She just is not in it. And she's like, I should have told you everything went wrong. Onyx is dead, all because I decided to throw my life away in my fucking 20s.
It's okay. It's okay. You know what? Nothing you could have done would have prevented that. And that's something that, you know, he will be deeply missed, but at least he's in a better place. All we can do from now is just move forward. Okay? It wasn't your fault. And I give her a hug. Maybe now she'll fuck me.
No, Grandma, your Meemaw's not fucking you.
I'm talking about you. I don't want her to fuck me.
Me? Like me? No.
Me. Oh my god.
Maybe you'll fuck me. I'm sorry, Kiara, but you know we only fuck on Tuesdays.
Luna, I need you to make an intelligence check.
Intelligent.
Yes,
with
please.
advantage.
Mary, you have to emphasize with advantage.
Well, it's because of the subject. She knows the subject well.
That is true.
Okay, so damn, I rolled a 6.
Did you do it
with advantage?
Oh, advantage means you roll twice, right? And you get the highest number?
Yes.
Ooh, 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So, as you say, he's in a better place. You suddenly start thinking, and you start thinking about all of the semantics regarding where people go after they die in this world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember that people go wherever they go based off what they believed when they were living. And then the thought occurs to you that you don't know if Onyx did believe in anything. And if he didn't, you know for a fact that means he went to limbo.
Oh, shit.
Gosh.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't the elven gods get him by default because they were the ones that like had him?
Shut up, Haley.
That was in a different thing. Because in this one, so remember when y'all destroyed the last time stone in the Nick Cerberus campaign, Haley, right?
Yeah.
In that reality, the war never happened.
Oh.
Zarre never existed, which is why you guys needed the memories to remember Zarre, because you guys didn't know who he was, because you guys never had to fight him. The only one who remembered was Leaf.
Oh. See, that's the part that I'm trouble keeping track of.
Yeah, so Onyx never had the gods in him, which is why Spring does. And Eliana was never kidnapped at a young age and never grew up in the Underdark as an assassin. However, you guys have those memories back now, so it's a little hazy, but essentially you guys like remember that part of your lives and how that is how it was. And you remember the people that you lost, like Invari, you remember her. You remember other characters that were relevant. I don't know. But they all kind of vanished.
Okay.
So I mean, like, There's a possibility that they could have taken him, but there's a difference between them being within him and then him worshiping them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of like how Myra was in Fabian. Just because Myra was in Fabian didn't mean that Fabian was like all hail Shar. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
It's the same logic essentially. He might have believed in them though. I guess like that's what Luna's kind of thinking about right now.
Right. Oh boy.
Sorry, I know that was a lot.
Complications.
And Luna, that makes you realize that if anyone dies, that this may be a similar issue that arises.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Ooh.
And you know also how when Saren was trapped in limbo, though he was thriving, that actually allowed the bad guys to get to him, aka Strahd. So if Onyx is in limbo, that could also pose a threat to his soul.
Fuck. Okay.
So it
I'm gonna
might
look.
be worth the time to like figure out like, hey, did Onyx believe in something?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her like probably like, well, we should plan for his funeral soon. Did he believe like in some sort of like God or deity or religion?
Probably Shamil would know, to be honest.
Oh, you
Yeah,
wouldn't know.
Shamil would definitely know.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm just gonna gently pat her back. I'm gonna give her a little hug, and I'm gonna give you a box of tissues. Like whatever you need. I'm gonna be downstairs, and then she grabs Siren's hand. It's like, come on, let her, leave her alone. He's like, but why? It's like, leave her alone. And then
You killed somebody.
yeah, no, I don't think right now is the time to ask that type of stuff. And
You killed
she goes
somebody.
out there and she finds the other one.
The other ones, you find Chanel. You find little gnome
No.
girl.
No, the short one.
There's two short people. Anyway, no, Chanel's with Leaf right now. So
Okay, well, I'm
And
gonna
Lucian's
go.
also there.
I'm gonna knock. And she pokes her head into the same shit. Hello? And she just sees them. And she just kind of walks in. And she just kind of like, hey, how's everybody? No, you know what? No, she's not gonna say that. That's stupid. Everyone's sad. What? She's not gonna say that. That sounds awful.
That's what HR says after you work to 3 full-time shifts.
Hey, how you doing? Bye.
Hi, girl. Anyway, no, she was like, "Oh, what's happening, Luna?"
Nothing. I just I was planning on starting the arrangements anyway for his funeral. And I wanted to know if there was like a certain deity or god or religion or something he looked up to.
What does Chanel know?
You know that he
Everything.
did not technically believe in anything, but you do remember that he did have a tie to the elven gods. So as Haley stated earlier, they may have taken like his soul, but you're not sure.
Yeah, Chanel won't say exactly that.
How would you even find out that kind of thing?
That's a
Well,
good
a certain
question.
someone does have the elven gods within them.
She do be not okay though.
Yeah. So that's how that'd be a simple way to find out if the elven gods have Onyx's soul. I mean, also you could just go to Limbo and look, but that'd be a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be easier just to like ask the elven gods because
Limbo,
there's no one else who would have him.
Limbo do be big, so there's
Yeah.
no way we can search that, and there's still the hole in it. So
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking, what's the best course of action?
What's Leaf's condition?
Leaf's not awoken. If you want to do a check on like condition and stuff, you can, but you have to tell me what the check is.
I'll do a medicine check.
Okay. Roll.
This is not the character. Hang on, I gotta take out Shamil. Do I get anything as a paladin first?
No.
A 13.
He is fine medically.
Arcana check you.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's a
Arcana.
23.
Jesus.
There is something off about his aura.
No, that's not good.
Does Lucian notice it too?
Yeah, that's why Lucian's here. He's trying to figure it out.
Is there anything that I could know that could help me with this? Any advice for a check I could make to maybe add a little hint to this?
As player, there's not another check that's going to assist with this. If you want to like find a course of action on how to pursue this, you can ask maybe Lucian.
Oh yeah, well, Shmo's gonna definitely ask Lucian because like this is.
Lucian, what do you say first? I guess.
I'm gonna ask him. Cause she already assumes he can also notice this change, and she's gonna ask if he knows anything about this change first. Like, hey, do you know anything about what could possibly be happening?
Lucian glances at you and says, "Well, I don't think that this is related to Lilac's attack." That's what he says, that he doesn't think it's related to Lilac's attack, and he says that there's something wrong with his aura. He says, but he can't figure it out. He says, but there is a way for them to go into like his like, I guess you would call it a mind palace, and kind of like check in on his like brain and like what's happening with his soul and shit.
Would it harm him at all?
No.
Oh, well, we should do that.
And if you
I
do
like that
decide to
one.
do this, then you need to choose a party member for each of you to go.
Yeah, let's keep this quest in our back pocket and let's continue checking around. I don't know what everyone's doing. Well, we already know what everyone's doing, but unless y'all want to continue looking. We gotta check on Faye and Faye.
That was an accident. What I just rolled.
Let me see. Wait, I'm gonna go look at it. Intelligence check. You got really smart. You got really smart right there. Let's see what's up with Fabian and Faith.
Yeah, Fabian is obviously gonna be with Faith. He's looking through books and stuff. It's his own spell book.
I think Shamil also is like gonna show up at this point because he's like, hang on, Lucian, I gotta check on Fabian and Faith also. And then she like says, Luna, Siren, you can come with me if you want.
Like we follow, they follow.
They follow, and Shamil like runs to grab what seems to be like spell books that she has because she has a paladin, she has healing spell books and other stuff like that. And she goes up to Fabian, like places them down next to him.
He's startled a little bit. He's so busy doing what he's doing, he doesn't notice that you're there. But once he sees that it's you, he takes a breath and he sighs, and he says, "Well, I don't know what he says. Hold on, let me think."
Yeah, I think about your best friend's like, hee hee, I brought hundreds of books because she's like, oh shit, not good.
Yeah, he'll speak up and he says quietly, he's like, "I've created this, but I don't know how to fix it."
Have you asked the other kids? Have you asked the other kids what they possibly know?
The other kids?
Was that yeah? Because the kids were checking up on him. Maybe they know something, like Lucian or he looked at Siren. He's like, maybe Siren.
Really quick, I want to give Fabian a rundown really quick of what he knows about Faith's condition, because Fabian made Faith, so I think Fabian would know best. Really quick. So essentially, when Myra was stripped away from Fabian, it seems Shar used magic in order to strip what percentage of Faith was Myra. So essentially, if he was a chemical compound, he's missing one of his elements that make him alive and living and who he is. If you're looking at him in depth, he seems to be phasing in and out almost. Like his hand disappears for a minute, then reappears.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
Yeah. So that's
That's not
essentially his
good.
condition, and you believe that if you can't find either a substitution or put the 10% of Myra back into him, then he may very well die.
Yep.
Yup. Oh, that's why Shamil's trying to help as much as she can.
In a sense,
Yeah,
you think that this is revenge.
I imagine Fabian would explain that to whoever's in the room at the moment.
Okay, so Luna, Siren, and Shamil all know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To be honest, it's kind of horrifying.
That is horrifying. There's got to be something that we can imbue in him, or like that can keep him, like, I guess, physical.
Yeah, because the thing is, I put part of myself, and Myra was a part of myself, into him. So I don't know what or how I could replace that. I can't. I don't know.
I not talk to Shar again. I was gonna say talk to Shar again. I was like, no, don't talk to Shar.
Yeah, I think that would be awful, actually.
You can make an intelligence check and see if you have like an idea of a course of action that could work, like something that could work as a substitution, perhaps.
Shamil do only have +1 intelligences though.
No, she's smart. She's smart. She's very
She got
smart.
a 7.
If Fabian does this, Fabian will have advantage.
Yeah, of
Okay, we should
course
all
you
make-
can do this.
Let's all make intelligences checks.
Oh, okay, let's see if I get a 20. Oh no, okay. So, my advantage was a 22.
Okay, cool.
Luna got a 12. Siren got a
What's Siren get?
18.
So Fabian probably is the best one who knows this. Fabian, you've been sitting here studying, thinking of ways to, like, substitute that 10%. And the only idea you have is find a being that is similar in a way to Myra. Or again, find Myra herself. But it doesn't seem like Faith has the time for you to get Myra, which you think getting
Right.
Myra is going to be a hassle again, right? So you think finding a being or something similar in power source or just an aura similar to Myra would work in saving Faith. To elaborate a little bit on this, so Myra was a demon. So if you find somebody who has a power source similar to Myra, perhaps like a warlock or something like that, or a being whose existence is also similar to Myra's, you think that this could be a good substitute compound, at least for now. But this would ultimately change, it would change Faith.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we even know of any beings like that at the moment?
Well, Haley listed one of them.
Sabora, that is true.
Sabora is technically a demon.
That is true.
That would be absolutely insane.
That would be
Let's do it.
that would be the fattest bad news ever. But it keeps your son alive.
Also, any warlock that you guys know would also count. You can also use people outside of party members. Like you can go grab some like NPC that you met along the way from any of the campaigns.
Any
CC Strange.
Sean.
No, God.
Okay, but imagine
Emiliano that has the power of the second creator.
Yeah,
that would be
Emiliano
kind of
could work.
sick. Let's go talk to him.
I will say Strahd could also work. Uh,
No!
Please. Please.
I'll make a list for you. Strahd.
I think Emiliano's the best bet right now.
Yeah, if we want to keep Faith relatively similar.
Yeah, it's Serb and Strahd would fucking throw his breath off, chop him off the charts, bro.
You could also
With
technically.
either of those two, I couldn't even possibly predict what could, would, or maybe happen.
With who? Say that one more time. With who?
With Strahd or Sabora.
No, that would be a nightmare, I think. But I'm kind of into it.
That'd be a really bad nightmare.
I feel like Strahd would just be really bad. I feel like that's just inherently a really bad idea. Oh my
Serb-
god.
Yeah.
Lucian and Spring would also count technically.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. I mean, definitely Strahd and Serb are not are striked off unless it's like last resort shit from both of them.
Yeah.
I will say
honestly,
the farther you get from somebody who is different from Myra, the more convoluted it's going to be.
that
So
is true.
who in order from like most to least like Myra, who would that be?
I'll make the list. It'll be the first.
Gee, I wonder who's gonna be number one.
Pussy.
I'm fucking
No.
dying.
From left to
fucking
right.
knew it. Oh my god, Emiliano, the worst option.
Well, it's
Lucian
only
is the-
because Emiliano doesn't have any kind of like special aura to him. He's just a warlock.
He's just a guy. He's just a
He's got
just
the
a
power
guy
of the
with some
second
power.
creator. That's
Whereas,
as much as strong as he has.
like Spring has gods in like within her being. Lucian's literally a demigod. And Strahd's Strahd. I actually, now that I think about it, you could also count Josie in this.
Jeez.
We could.
What's the logic there?
She's a vampire as well, and vampires
She's a
are
vampire.
considered
That's
demons.
Yeah, she's a vampire cleric, bro.
Fucking Faith turns into a vampire.
More vampires. Let's just make Leon into a vampire, Shmuel into a vampire. Let's just make the Elder Stars
entire
live for
party.
fucking forever.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have
interesting 'cause
another person. I have another person.
Who?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, what's the logic there?
Who's the other person?
Wait, sorry. I gotta breathe. The logic for Deadbolt is he used to be a dark gift, but he still has the dark gift powers, so he still has limbo magic powers.
I like how Josie's third on the fucking list.
But he's
I love how Lucian is like third to last.
Well, it's because his power is inherently good, and Myra was not.
So how do we know how that would affect him differently?
You do not. That's why I'm saying the more similar you get to Myra, the probably easier it's going to be to substitute it. Not saying that you couldn't do just like Emiliano, because technically you could, it's just you don't know how that's going to affect Faith.
Right.
Just choose Josie for fun.
So I mean, technically, if we chose Sabora, he would be very similar, if not the same, to how he originally was.
That is true.
Practically, yeah. But also,
That's crazy.
It's also a wager though, because Sabora is arguably more strong than Myra.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Because she literally is a Campion princess, so.
Yeah, that is true.
I am so incredibly tempted right now.
Sabora's also arguably more strong than everybody else on this list, so.
Yeah, it's your son's life on the line.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fabian
your
is
son.
also kind of like terrified of Samora, so
Yeah. Imagine
mean,
Shmuel.
You
Oh
could
my god,
make
Shmuel
a
introduces Fabian.
if you can make a defense for other characters, I could also put them on this list. You just have to make a defense for them. And it can be other characters from other campaigns, whether they're like alive or not. It doesn't matter.
Gerald.
Bong. Can we put Long Bong?
oh my god, you know who we forgot about?
Who?
Fucking Hayden.
Oh my
Hayden would
god.
count.
Hayden would count.
I like Hayden.
I literally
like-
forgot he existed for like 3 sessions.
He's a past dark gift, so.
Oh shit, Mistress
Oh,
Evan.
Mistress Evadine. Oh
Jesus.
no. Don't want to touch her.
I'm kind of liking Hayden as an option, to be honest.
Hayden's pretty good, but he has to leave soon, so who knows how that could affect Faith.
Oh yeah.
Serb's mommy.
That is horrifying.
Zare, you know, the BG.
It could count. I mean, really.
Luna could do this weird, stupid merge soul thing again.
Yeah, we could.
Put Zari on the list for you.
It's alright.
Fucking Samora being better than Star. Sorry, I cannot.
It's just
Girl
based. It's
Tower.
not necessarily based off strength, but it is based off of like who's closest to like what Myra is.
Sir Chloe.
Serb's uncle, Serb's daddy, Serb's
everyone.
auntie,
Serb's dead grandpa.
Mary, just summon Eric Vin Von Victor to this. He also fits the
Ricardio back in there. Let's put Ricardio.
Ricardi.
Oh my god.
Let's put him in there.
Long bong.
I want Long Bong.
Irina.
I am not putting Long Bong.
Well, you got a hefty list to choose from. Except
Jesus,
for
I know.
Zare and Serb's mommy, Mr. 70.
My god. Ah.
I'm sorry, seeing Zare on the list that cracks me up.
I know. Honestly, Deadbolt's an experience too.
Oh,
Okay, decision time.
Decision time?
Yeah.
Who would Fabian choose? That's the real question.
I feel like he would gravitate to either Josie or Hayden. And not any of the other 4 for other reasons. I don't know. I feel like Josie and Hayden are just good options.
They are. They pretty much are.
Mm-hmm. Who's the most willing?
Yeah, who is the most willing? That's a good question. They're both my characters.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love that I chose 2 characters that are
God
yours.
damn it, Haley. You always gotta tie your shit.
I promise it wasn't even on purpose this time.
No, it's okay. I think it's
also
hilarious.
do want to mention
God.
that in a way this would kind of make them a parent to Faith. So
Oh my
please think
god.
about that.
Not that Josie is already like his auntie or something because of Shamil, because Shamil's auntie.
Oh my god, I can't. This is so funny.
This really is funny.
He'll go and ask Hayden Hayden first because they're probably not really doing too much of anything right now.
No, Hayden be they just be chilling in one room. They're all chilling in Hayden's room because Kira couldn't sleep, so Kira just sleeps on top of Hayden. Then Emiliano follows suit because he's like, "Where's Kira going?"
Actually, I think Fabian's gonna stay with Faith, and he'll probably send Shamil or someone to go like get Hayden or something.
Okay, let's bring Kiara's 2 characters and Shamil to get Hayden. We shall go.
Vamos.
We go to the
Vamos.
room and we knock on the door and they open the door and they just see the limbo team all playing like Monopoly. They're playing Monopoly.
And Hayden's
All
winning.
of them. Who's winning?
Hayden.
Yeah, Hayden's
They're
definitely
all
winning.
in debt
Kira
of
went bankrupt
$500.
2 rounds ago.
Kira's like screaming like, this is ridiculous!
And Hayden's like, you should have bought that railroad. I told you you're gonna run out of money. No one was
I've
gonna
been in
land
jail
on
for the
it.
last
know
4
nothing.
turns.
Miliana's been in jail for the last 4 turns. And Girl in Tower's like, yeah, and then I begged for houses, and then you gave it to me, Kira, so.
I hate having children.
And then Chanel's gonna be like, excuse me. Just and then everyone's just gonna turn and she's like, Hayden, we have something we need to discuss with you.
Oh shit! I forgot. I forgot that Hayden was gonna leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hayden was gonna tell Shamil or like Luna and them that the conversation was basically to be like, hey, I would if I actually lived here. Like, he's like, I generally would, but we can't stay here for long because if we stay here any longer, we may like fuck something up, like actually fuck up, like timeline
Actually,
gets
I
slowed.
want this conversation to happen because Kira has an opinion.
Okay, Shamil's gonna be like, yeah, so my friend paid me, and then Shamil forgets some stuff, and then Luna probably covers it because Shamil do have short-term memory, and Hayden's like, well, and he's like, I would, but
Nope, you should do it.
Kira, we're going to leave. If I leave, then it basically just starts it over the process for Faith.
We could just come back. You could just stay here. A Hayden child would be adorable.
I already have a child. It's this little feral thing chewing on the damn pieces right here.
Yeah, better. She could have a brother.
But Faith can't come with us.
Yeah, but we could just stay here with Faith.
We can't stay here, Kira. I went over this with how the.
You can stay here, and then we'll come back.
Come back when?
Hey, what? Just give me Savior. Just give me Savior, and then it's all solved. Just imagine a tiny Hayden. Even if it's only 10%. It's like a little you.
That's like 10% of shares, Kira. That doesn't count.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you can do it.
I told you that if I interfere more, if we interfere more in this timeline could might as well swirl around and explode.
Hey, Girl in Tower, do you want a brother?
No. I like being spoiled.
Yes. If she means yes.
No, I want to be the only child.
What happens? But you already have a brother.
Well, yeah, I have interest, but
Points
he's
to
like,
Emiliano and says, he has a son.
I know, that's not.
But he's grown. He makes his own decisions. You don't want a little brother?
No!
I love children.
Fine. I guess it's fine. I'm sorry, we can't help you. But if you have no other options, he's definitely doing it.
Okay, yes. Okay, fine. If I have no other options, if you have no other options, and something goes terribly wrong, I'll do it. Who's saying that? Who's saying that? Wait, what'd you say?
When it goes, no other options?
No other options. Oh no, Savora would definitely say yeah.
But didn't you say that you wanted to go talk to Josie next?
You can talk to Josie. She's still coherent. She'll respond and shit, so. Yeah, and then Shamil and Luna, and then we'll go back to Josie and be like,
talk to your wife.
I don't like talking to myself, so I'm just gonna be like, conversation happened.
Because they definitely need another child.
Well, it's not like they already adopted every single being on this damn planet right now, so.
It's like a adopted 10% child.
Does Josie say yes?
Josie would say yes.
Okay, go meet up with Fabian.
But she'll definitely, yeah, Shamel brings the Josie along with Luna and Siren and is like, Josie agreed.
He smiles and he's like, "Thank you so much."
Josie still like kind of looks a little worse for wear, but she nods and smiles back.
Okay, so how this works. We're gonna leave a lot of this up to the fates. So,
Oh God! Wow!
so Fabian, you remember
Yeah.
in making the lovely child that is Faith, you used portions of your souls, your and Ferrano's,
Yeah.
because that's how much you wanted a child. And in doing this, you were able to mix it with magic and make Faith. Myra also chipped in, but that got stripped away when her soul got stripped from this realm. Anyway, so Josie, I'm gonna have two rolls. I'm gonna roll a D2, and it's gonna be for how this affects Josie, and it's gonna be for if this works. Okay? So it'll be two
God.
rolls for D2.
Okay.
Roll for D2. I want you to pick a number between 1 and 2, and then you tell me what it means.
I don't know what 1 and 2. I think 1.
Okay, you pick 1. Is that for it harming Josie or Josie being okay?
Josie being okay.
Okay, then 2 will be harming
Please.
Josie.
Please, this is gonna be the funniest shit.
It harms
Oh
Josie.
shit.
Let's see if it at the very least, works for
Hopefully it works.
Fabian or for Faith. D1 will be works for Faith. It works
Yeah.
for Faith. Okay, now we're gonna have to address the fact that this is harming Josie.
She's gonna
Fabian,
put her
as
in a coma.
you're casting this beautiful spell, something happens that didn't happen with Ferranos and something that didn't happen with you nor Myra. You start casting the spell, and it seems Josie's soul starts to crumble. Like, it seems like you're physically harming her soul, and you think that while it may work for Faith, that it would harm Josie.
Ooh.
And you do not know the consequences of this harm.
Tough decision.
So it's up to you on what you want to do with that.
To be honest, I think he'll probably stop or reverse the spell because he's not selfish. He's not gonna. He put a lot of work and love and care into Faith, but he's not going to take something from someone else because what he made is more important.
That's very sexy of you.
Okay. All right, then what do you want to do from here?
He'll
Faith is still
sigh
dying.
and like just what?
Faith is still dying.
Well,
Hiding,
yeah.
sir.
I mean, there is still Sabora.
There's still some more.
Go talk to Sabora then.
Shamil approaches Sabora and says, same process.
She thinks. She pretends to think for a second. And she turns back to you very enthusiastically and she's like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Okay. He could have got hiding again, to be honest. He said no other options.
Well, technically Sabora is an option. Okay,
It
we're
is
gonna do the
true.
same thing for Sabora, except for Haley, I'm gonna get you to choose. So we're gonna do the 2d2s again. Okay, the first one is gonna be a 1d2. I need you to choose 1 or 2 for if it harms or does not harm Sabora.
Number 1 will harm.
Okay.
Shit.
It didn't work. Because I
No,
assumed
not
you were
again.
gonna do the same thing.
Yes, reverse the spell.
Okay. Shoot.
I didn't stir. Mary, please. I want to see what if Hayden passes it, just because it's funny.
I will say, Haley, you could use anybody on this list, but these roles aren't going to take in account the effects of the soul merging with Faith. That'll come after.
Right. I guess maybe Lucian now?
Lucian would be up for it. He'd be like, yeah, sure.
I want to try Hayden's just because it'll be funny. Just like Kira said.
Do you want to do Lucian or no?
We'll try Lucian.
Okay.
Do Lucian.
For Lucian, it'll be 1 for harm. Oh, what the fuck did I do? My bad. Sorry.
You rolled a D20.
I know. I'm so used to rolling D20s.
Damn,
1 for
girl.
harm for Lucian.
15.
It does not harm Lucian. Let's see if it merges with Faith.
I don't think Lucian's ready to be a young dad yet.
2 is, well, he was married, to be fair.
That is true.
2 is for, it does not merge. It does not merge. Solution doesn't work either.
Damn it.
Shit, these roles really don't want Faith to live.
Hayden's turn.
You want to do Hayden?
Just for fun, I guess.
Yeah, we'll try Hayden for fun.
Just because.
1 or 2 for harm or not harm?
1 for no harm.
Okay, 1 for no harm. It harms him.
Nah. Okay, well.
Okay, let's ask Strahd.
Oh God.
CC. We have
CC doesn't exist, you hoe ass. Shut up.
CC and Arson both within Faith.
Strahd actually asks you if you're sure about this first.
That's a good indicator.
No one else has worked so far or can work.
Okay, Strahd will try. It'll be a 1 for not working with Strahd or harming him.
I'm gonna laugh, Mary. This shit is destiny.
So it worked with Strahd. Okay. And let's see if it worked with Faith. It'll be 1 for working with Faith.
I'm gonna scream.
It doesn't work with Faith. What are these twos?
My God.
Oh my God, shit.
Okay, so Strahd doesn't work either.
We're running out of options.
Deadbolt! Deadbolt!
Deadbolt!
Oh God.
Deadbolt!
Genuinely worried now.
Deadbolt! Please. Wait, could Shamil work because she has a lot of light within her and shit like that?
No.
Fuck.
Okay, so someone go ask Deadbolt.
Alright, we go get Deadbolt. Deadbolt says yes. Deadbolt does not know what's happening.
Actually ask Deadbolt.
Deadbolt, you want to help us revive his son?
What?
You want to help us revive Fabian's son?
What is revive?
Bring him back to life.
Make him wake up from his sleep.
Make him wake up from his permanent sleep.
He is deceased?
No, he sleep really hard right now.
So you want me to wake him up?
Yes, and the only way we can do that, because he's made with magic, is by merging souls.
Okay.
So basically put you in him, okay?
We don't put all of you in him, though. You still get to be Deadbolt.
You still get to fight.
Okay, we go take Deadbolt. Please let Deadbolt work.
Okay, D2 for working with... It'll be 2 for working with Deadbolt.
Yeah, I started getting 1.
It doesn't work with him.
Oh my God. Who's the sorcerer?
Emiliano?
Emiliano.
Emiliano would say yes, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay,
If this works, I'm gonna shit.
For Emiliano, choose a 1 or a 2 for harm or not harm.
to no harm.
Oh,
For no
please.
harm.
Please roll.
It does
Oh!
not harm. Okay, let's see if it works for Faith. Choose a number between 1 and 2 for if it works or doesn't work.
2.
Oh no, it's not.
Two-
It's
two
gonna be
it
one.
works.
It's gonna be one. It's gonna be one.
2 it works. Do you agree with that, Kiara?
Yeah, 2 if it works.
Oh my god, I'm stuck.
Fuck!
There he's not gonna with anybody.
Bro, Fabian's gonna freaking cry.
The dice is not in
He's
their
crying
favor.
in his sleep.
Well, shit.
You have other options.
Why if you just merge the soul of entirety of Shamil's soul into there?
You just got married. We cannot do that.
It's funny as shit.
You have another option.
Spring, but she's not okay, so I don't want to bother her.
Okay, but if you told her that Faith is literally dying, I'm pretty sure she doesn't want her cousin to die.
That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
we
Her
could.
little brother figure.
You want to try, Haley?
Yeah, she's literally our last option.
Okay, Shamil goes up to Spring's door and is like, I know it's bad, but we need your help with Faith. He's dying.
Okay, yeah. She'll sorry, I got distracted. She'll exit, and you see her eyes, like she has like bags under her eyes, and her eyes are red, but she'll follow you.
Shamil has a wet cloth that she can wipe her eyes with, because that shit helps.
She'll use it.
Okay, good. We take Spring over. Roll.
Okay, it'll be you guys choose the numbers, a 1 or a 2 for
Oh
harm or help.
god.
2 for not harm.
Oh please.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Um,
and then a 1 or a 2 for work or not work.
2 for it works.
You got
my
it.
god.
Oh.
You got it. It's Spring.
Wow, that took a forever.
Jesus. Literally the
Oh.
last option.
Well, it makes sense, cousins, man. That's kind of cute.
That is cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, let's see what happens.
For Faith is his body becomes physical form again, and he isn't fading in and out of existence. So congratulations.
Good.
And as the creator of Faith, I'll leave it up to you what changes this does to Faith. Brief rundown of Spring, so you can, decide what effects this is going to have. Spring is, she's a Genasi. She's a druid sorcerer. And she has elven gods within her, so take that as you will.
Okay.
Oh, we
Shoot.
can.
That's really hard. Because I don't even know what he got from Myra, so.
And I do want to say that, if Spring loses the elven gods, that this will put Faith in jeopardy.
Shit.
And then we gotta redo the entire process.
Yeah, then we're gonna be in trouble. So it'd be easier just to kind of have Myra back. So
If
this
Spring
is
didn't
a
work, we just go walk
this
up
is
to
a
Zare.
temporary solution, but not a permanent one. You know what I mean?
Hypothetically, could Fabian give up his soul entirely to Faith?
You could give up like another 10%, hypothetically, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't
Okay.
it would it would be the same roles essentially.
Right.
Same
Wow.
two for like if it works and for if it's helpful or harmful.
Okay. Well, I mean, we already did it with Spring, so I feel like it would just be weird to reverse it.
Yeah, and there's no reason for it not working. I mean, the elven gods haven't left her.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like they are anytime soon, at least.
Okay.
But I did want to have you keep that in mind just in case something happens.
Right.
But I don't Yeah, everything in this campaign just depends on y'all's actions. So, but ultimately, you think that the best solution would be getting Myra back and putting Myra back into Faith because she
Yeah.
was like the third element.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, uh,
Alright.
yeah, after Spring helps you guys out, she just kind of like she gives Faith a little hug. He's still asleep, but he's slowly waking up. But she gives him a hug and then kisses his forehead and then she goes back to
Aw,
work.
I love it.
I love it. It's cute.
It's cute. We have the cousins here, sister brotherly
The
love.
cousins.
The table. Okay, I think everybody who showed up that we've helped probably goes back, and now it's just Shamil, Luna, Siren, Faith, and Fabian again.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone's like, well, that happened.
Yeah, I think that's basically it. And Shamil's like, "Yay, we did it!"
So yeah, so Haley, you don't have to decide it right now, but at some point you're gonna have to decide what Faith lost and then what Faith gained.
Yeah. Maybe you could help me brainstorm that since both of them are your characters.
Yeah, I can help you with that.
Nice.
We'll just do that we'll do that through text later. But anyway, y'all have the rest of this session, so keep going.
We solved one epidemic.
What
Now we have to
epidemic?
solve. Now we have to solve COVID together.
Remember, everybody, wear your masks.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Leon's fucking chilling somewhere, probably smoking or not. Bosch smoker. But what else we got?
Scroll
Let's
back up.
scroll up.
Yep,
Let's
y'all wrote it all
scroll up.
down.
I honestly think we should help Leaf
Yeah.
on his mind and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to do that, I need you each to choose a character and NPC to come with.
One NPC. Well, Lucian's definitely coming with, so.
Okay. Then that's your NPC, so choose your characters. And Faith
I guess.
Faith is a choosable character now, by the way, since he's awake.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have Fabian go because I feel like he might, because of the faith thing, he might be some help in Leaf's thing, depending on what it is.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
Cool. Okay.
I'll take.
Yeah. How about you?
Let's see. We're going into his brain.
You only have Siren and Luna to
Yeah.
choose from.
I think Siren. He seems more like a mental character.
Okay.
He has more brain smarts than Luna. Luna's more like fighting.
Luna's punchy. I mean, Shamel feels that way. Shamel's mostly fighty too.
Let me see. Actually, let me
Is
see which
this
one's
the
better.
party you choose?
I think you should use Siren because he's probably closer to Leaf because they're kids or closer to
Yeah.
age.
Is this the
Yep.
party you choose?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys go to Faith and Lucian's still with not Faith, fucking Leaf. My bad. You guys, I got so caught up with the Faith thing. That was chaotic. Okay, let me scroll down to where I am on my NPC list. There's so much.
And I'm adjusting Fabian's spells right now
That's fine.
before I forget.
Okay. You guys all go to Leaf's room, and Lucian's like, okay, so y'all are the ones who want to come with. Okay. He says, so I can get us into, I guess you would call it, Leaf's like mind slash soul. It's like the part of the mind and soul where they can join, if that makes sense, or where they meet. That's essentially where
Yeah.
we're gonna go, and that's gonna be where the source of the problem seems to be. That's what Lucian says to you guys. So,
Okay.
if y'all are all ready, there's probably gonna be a good bit of me talking.
Okay.
I got a shit.
Okay. Okay.
Why you gotta say that?
Um. Okay. Let me scroll down. But before they do this, Lucian actually glances at he lifts up Leaf's lid of his eye to like look at his eyes to see like if there's anything weird about them. Um and you all see that his eyes are glossed over with like a purplish tint.
Ooh.
And Lucian holds out a hand to you guys and like you all have to join hands in order to join him in this like mind space.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay. Your physical bodies will just kind of be like asleep, so you all sit down against the bed as you're in hand in hand. Um Nice. Okay. Um who is from the Nick Cerberos crew?
Nah, buddy.
Fabian.
Fabian and Shamil. Okay. Um Shamil will count for this because she knew Onyx really well. But when you arrive in this place, you just see blackness. But Fabian and Shamil, you both get a feeling that this is similar to when you were in Onyx's headspace and seeing his memories.
Uh-huh.
And you guys are in this blackness and you can walk around if you'd like. You can do anything you want.
Smell will lead on ahead and see what like she can look around for.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything?
I think Fabian's gonna probably cautiously look around.
Same.
Perception checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys like, I assume you're all walking together and like looking around and everything, right?
Yes.
Okay. You all simultaneously, I don't even need you to make rolls for this. You all simultaneously see what seems to be a fairy elf appear before you all.
Very
And
ill.
uh-huh. And she has natural red hair and it's tied in a braid. And her light green eyes gaze at you all.
Oh.
And as she gazes at you all, you see a room appear around you guys, and you seem to be in a room now instead of this blackness. And she walks through you guys, and she starts looking around the room. It seems like she's looking for something.
Hmm. Can I perception check this room to see if there's anything interesting?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I got an 8, so if anyone wants to follow suit.
Perception. I got it with my 20/20 vision.
Oh my god, you have a plus 10?
I got an 18.
Okay, that works.
Fabian got a 21.
That works too. You guys look around and you think that this seems to be like a tree of sorts. Like it seems to be a house built out of a tree. And it's definitely her room because it has her bed in it. And she just is like glancing around and just looking at everything. And she turns and she smiles at you guys. And then you see her, she takes out her braid and she adjusts her hair and she snaps her fingers and then she disappears before you and the room goes back to blackness.
Oh, bruh.
Whoa.
And
Ugh.
I'll send the sentences out as I say them. Um so you glance around for another moment and suddenly you see the room that was before you go black, as I said, but then it becomes a dark cave of sorts. Uh, and as you're sitting here, you see the same woman from before. You see the little fairy elf. And as you're sitting here looking at everything, you think she teleported. That's your assumption, as now you're in a different
Insight
location.
this fairy thing.
Yeah. You can insight.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I'll
Anyone else want
insight.
to insight? Okay.
8.
You
Fuck.
think and
Damien, you
Fabian?
wanna roll insight?
Okay. 18.
You think that she is the definition of good. You think
Nice.
that that's
Oh, wow.
how like good her aura is. That's how good of a person she is. Her glittering visage lights up this dark cave as she looks around expectantly. She seems to be waiting on somebody. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Can she hear us?
You haven't tried.
Hello?
She doesn't seem to be able to hear you.
Okay.
Huh.
Anything interesting around this cave?
It seems to be bare. Like, it seems like no one's been to this cave. It's got cobwebs and stuff. Relatively no lights, except for the light that's, glittering off of her.
Cool.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah, kind of. And as you guys sit here, you see a figure approach her, from behind. And, though you can't see them yet, their aura exudes darkness.
Oh.
Isn't that?
Oh, wow.
You watch them as they approach her, and as the figure enters the light that she exudes, you see the figure is also fairy elf, but unlike her, it seems to be from the dark fairy realm. And you register that there are 2 realms. There's the light realm and the dark realm for fairies, for fairy elves.
Cool.
You can tell the vivid difference in their, stature and everything. His white hair sways slightly as he approaches her from behind, his red eyes watching her with curiosity and awe. As he approaches her, she turns, and as soon as she sees him, she runs and she gives him a big hug.
They're lovers.
And you think that she was waiting on him.
They're lovers. This is cute.
And he got a little shook at her just rushing and hugging him. But he lets out a quick breath and he looks down at her, and he brushes her red hair with his hand and he hugs her back, and she's about to say something. I'm slowly like putting this stuff in the chat, so give me a second.
Oh shit.
She says, I missed you, Shade. And he kisses her head and says, I missed you too, my little beam. And I need you guys to make intelligence checks.
Intelligates.
Damn! 23.
Damn, Fabian!
I knew he was good to take.
Damn.
Okay, so Fabian, looking at this, you know that light and dark fairy elves are not allowed to intermingle, let alone be together.
Oh. Dang, they're using him as a vessel.
Oh.
The scene fades and everything goes black again. And you see the 2 people reappear in the same cave. But they seem to be a few years older this time.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So, Beam, as he called her, Beam sneaks up on Shade and covers his eyes, and she smiles, saying, "Guess who?" And he turns and grabs her and spins her around, and he kisses her and says, "The love of my life is who?" And she smiles brightly and says, "I love you." And he instinctively says, "I love you too." Love you too back as he looks at her, he says, "Can I ask you something? It may sound crazy." And she replies, "No question you could ask will ever be crazy." And he stares at her for a moment, and then he starts getting a little fidgety, it seems. And he says, "Well, today is our third anniversary, and I love you. So I wanted to ask if you, well," and she grabs his face and looks into his eyes and says, "I hate to cut you off, but I have a question first." And he nods at her and looks at her, and she says, "Will you be my companion for life?" And he blinks a couple of
Oh,
times as tears
Aw.
fill his eyes, and he nods and he holds her close and she laughs. She says,
Oh
"Is
my
that what you
god.
were going to ask?" And he nods as she wipes the tears and the scene fades.
Aw, it's cute.
I'll send that to the group chat really quick.
I can't. They're gonna die a horrible death.
They are gonna die a horrible death. I bet they're the parents of Leaf.
Let me look. Wait. I gotta send this
Leaf
slowly
and
to
then
you
it's like,
guys.
good.
I am like, okay. Okay. I got it this time. I'm sending it to you guys. That was the paragraph I just read.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So as they reappear, they seem to be even older now. As you see them
Older.
rush to each other, Beam says, "I gathered what I needed and tied up all loose ends and snuck out. I'm ready to go, Nightshade." Shade nods and says, "I did the same." As they start to go, Shade looks at her and stops, saying, "Are you sure you want to go, Sunbeam? I mean, really, you're leaving everything for..." And then Beam smiles at him, cutting him off, and says, "Of course I'm sure. I love you, Nightshade, more than anything." And he smiles at her and grabs her hand as they rush out of the cave. At this point, they do seem like fully grown adults, and it's clear years have passed, and now the setting begins to change, and they're in a completely different cave. So let me send that paragraph. Sorry, this is going to be a lot. I hate to do all this, uh but this cave seems to be beautifully decorated and it looks rather homey for what it is. In the homey cave, you guys see Sunbeam and Nightshade as they walk to the front of the cave. They place down hide and both lay down on it and they stare at the stars. Sunbeam looks at the stars and says, "In my realm, every time we saw a shooting star, we would make wish upon them." Nightshade turns his head to look at her as she continues. And she says, "I haven't seen any since I was little. And when I was little, I made the wish that I would meet a boy I would love more than anything." Nightshade chuckles as Sunbeam looks at him and says, "Having said this, I'm curious. If a shooting star were to go by right now, what would you wish for?" And he thinks for a moment and he sighs, "Nothing." She looks surprised as she replies, "Nothing?" He nods and says, "You're everything I need. What about you? Be honest." She sits up and her smile sinks a bit as she sighs. "A child." Nightshade looks at her, a bit surprised, as he says, "I didn't know you wanted one." She nods and says, "I didn't want to tell you because I knew the only way we could get one is if the fairy queen and king of either of our realms blessed us with one. But given we aren't even supposed to be together, they never would." Sunbeam starts to cry as Nightshade holds her tightly, and she says, "If we could, I'd want us to have a boy. He'd be exactly half of me and half of you. He'd be the sweetest, most loving boy. He'd have your hair and my eyes." She smiles, thinking about it as tears stream down her face. She says, "We'd name him Star because he would shine like a star in the hearts of everyone who met him." She falls silent, and Nightshade says, "This is your only wish?" She nods, saying, "I know it's greedy because we already have so much, but..." Nightshade cuts her off and says, "No, it's not greedy at all, my little Beam. I promise one day I'll make your wish come true, no matter what." Let me send that to the group chat. Okay. And he kisses her forehead as they stare at the stars. And it starts to do another time jump. And here they only look a little bit older, and you see Beam asleep in her bed. And you see Shade sneak out of the bed, and he moves slowly to his desk. He pulls out a book quietly and takes a scroll out, sitting the book down. He rushes out of the cave, and you all follow him. And you glance at the scroll, but it's blank. And you hear Shade say some words, but to you guys, they immediately turn to static. And you see the scroll is set ablaze in a black fire as it disappears completely before you. Shade jolts his hands forward, continually saying static-filled words, and a variety of blurred hand gestures as you see his body become engulfed in black veins, as the blackness creeps up his skin. You watch as a portal opens and a little baby flies out and is laid down by magical forces on the ground. The blackness consumes Shade and his body falls limp. Let me see that
Bruh, he did
paragraph.
not.
I'm not
He
done.
simped,
I'm
he
not done.
simped so hard.
I'm not done. I'm not done, I promise.
He said so hard he died.
The
Oh, that's not funny.
the baby begins to cry, and you see Beam look around and exit the cave. She turns and sees Shade's body, and she screams and runs to him, checking his pulse, and realizes that he's gone. And she starts crying as she holds him in her arms. She repeats his name a couple times, and she rocks back and forth. She sits there for a while, and then she finally realizes that there's a baby, and it's crying. And she scrambles for the baby, and she picks it up, and she stares into its little eyes, and she starts shaking the baby as she looks back at Shade's corpse and says, "My wish." And as she looks back, she noticed Shade's body begin to fade, just like the scroll did. She lunges at his body and lays a hand on him, retracting his soul and absorbing it into her being. Feeling his lifeless soul within her, she laid there crying with the baby in her arms as she rolls on her back, staring at the stars, numb. His body completely disappears as she lays there holding the baby. And I need you guys to make a perception check.
He simped so goddamn hard.
26.
Unreal.
26?
Yeah.
That works. Even if everyone else rolls lower, you'll just tell them what happened. You look at Beam and you see the black veins going up her arms and everything as well. This is followed by the same blackness that took up Shade's skin, and Beam says, "You were enough, Nightshade." And she kisses the baby's head as she says, looking into the baby's eyes, she says, "I'm sorry, Star, but we will always be with you in your heart. You are made from the purest love, my darling." And she caresses his face as you see her and Nightshade's soul enter the baby's body, and Beam's body fades as well. You see the ghostly figures of Nightshade and Sunbeam raise the baby in the sky, and they simultaneously say, "We know now what we did. Bleh. We know now what we did not then. We bid our souls fair gods. Let us stay within and protect our little star from the darkness of the Shadowfell that preyed on our weakness and abused our trust. Let us buffer his soul with ours as a barrier until our souls give out and dissolve entirely. Let us protect what will be his soul from the darkness residing within him until he is ready to face it with friends and family by his side. This is our only wish. Please let this be our consequence. And you see the ghostly figures of the two become shiny orbs as they mesh together. They slowly sleep into the baby, and the baby, once overwhelming presence, fades, and he seems like a normal elf now. Everything turns black, and you all are approached by Nightshade and Sunbeam.
Aw.
And they seem to be looking at you both, like all of you.
We
Oh
look. Oh my god! Oh
This
my
is a Korean drama.
I hate you.
She's not wrong, Mary.
And they look at you guys and say, Leaf won't remember this, as these are not his memories, though he will remember all of his own memories after this. We brought you here before we dissolve completely to thank you for loving and protecting our boy. We only have a few days left at most before we are gone. So we also wanted to warn you, once we are gone, it'll be much harder on Leaf. He may be able to last days, weeks, or months with this shadow magic attacking his soul, but it needs to be completely expelled from his body. To elaborate, our bid to the gods gave Leaf the opportunity to truly become a fairy elf. So, in technicality, Leaf is the very first hybrid fairy elf. He has both a darkness and light within him, and as such is capable of both. So Leaf was made with the shadow magic of Shadowfell, but after our deal with the gods, it's warped. We believe this warping has to do with the god we made the deal with, and that they originated from Limbo. So now we believe Leaf is made of the corruption magic from Limbo. This magic still resides within him, and if it corrupts his soul, we will lose him completely. It's all-consuming. So we wanted to let you know before we go, he is the corrupted one that you've been looking for. I know this is a lot, and it breaks my heart to say goodbye to our boy, but that was the deal. We've been watching you guys and trusting you all. He really is a good boy. Remember that. Take care of him.
Oh my god, there's gotta be a way we gotta solve this shit.
There's that.
Bruh.
Enough might harm into something.
Bro, that moment that Leaf is a fucking magical freaking being too.
Yeah, this is fun. Everyone's magical beings.
Do you guys want to say anything or ask them anything?
Is there any way to reverse this deal at all?
Without killing Leaf, no.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh shit.
So how do we expel this from him?
We just get it out of him, dummy.
They kind of glance at each other and they're saying, we're not 100% certain. However, we do think that having him use it all up might be the source to it. So if he completely exhausts himself of the corruption magic, he may be able to have it expelled from him entirely.
Dang.
Yo, me thinking about that hole in limbo.
We need fucking waiting, but you're doing nothing. Spit it out.
Look, there was two options. We get 3 time stones, or we use soul magic, dark magic, or corrupted magic. If he uses all his corrupted magic up to close the hole, isn't that like one way to possibly expel it?
They also mentioned that though this may be an option, that it is also chancing, it actually corrupting his soul.
That is true.
So there may be a clever way around this, but they said they don't really know.
It's okay, we'll fucking save his ass. Save his ass for sure.
We got this, Michael.
We got this, Michael.
Is there anything else y'all want to say or ask them?
Oh, I feel bad for them.
I don't think so. I don't have any questions.
I don't have. They made a deal with the guy in Limbo. Was the static familiar to the static that whenever someone speaks his name, like,
bro,
so damn hard.
Hey, y'all really did this.
So you guys think that they unintentionally made a deal with the big bad evil guy.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Damn. I know they really loved each other, but damn.
So, isn't Faith created with soul magic?
Mhm.
That guy
Dang.
was so desperate that he decided not to think about that.
Well, they're fairy elves. You have to understand is that Faith was created because you guys knew about Limbo.
Yeah.
These two didn't know about Limbo. They don't know anything about the afterlife or anything else like that. They don't know all of the information that you guys know. All they knew is that they wanted to have a kid but weren't allowed to.
Mm.
So literally all they did was petition the gods like, "Hey, I want to have a kid." And then they
Babies.
got screwed over.
They got a bad deal. See, it could have been the
Essentially.
first or something. If the first did it, would have been like no problem. But she's sleeping.
Anything else that you want to ask them or say to them?
Um.
I love you.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Nightshade and Sunbeam will look at you guys and smile, and they'll say, "Tell our little star that his mother and father loved him very much, and we wouldn't change a thing about this." And
Aw.
you guys wake up,
That's it.
Wow.
and Leaf is also starting to come to as well.
Dang.
Good morning. Good morning, Daniels. No. Let's check on Leaf before we go crazy.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Do you want to say something to him? Because check or roll or what?
Shamil's like, Leaf, are you okay? Leaf.
He blinks a few times, but yeah, he comes to. His aura is definitely very different, and you can very much tell now that he is a fairy elf. His features have become much more defined.
Oh, that's cool.
And he holds his head, uh, and he says, "I think I remember my I remember Moss and everything. I think."
Shamil nods and is like, yes.
Yeah. He's like he says so I woke up last thing I remember is when I was little. I had woken up, I was like 1 and I was wandering around and then I ended up getting like I guess like taken in by like this orphanage and then uh at 4 I wandered around some more and I was like, F this orphanage. And then I left. I walked straight out the front door. And I was walking and as I went to go walk out, I bumped into like a little cart carriage thing. And I saw a little baby in it, a little girl named and I named her Moss. Well, you guys named her Moss eventually. I didn't have a name for her, but that's Moss.
Y'all
And
named her mom?
they named her Mon, and they named
had
Leaf
no part
Leaf.
Shamil had no part in this. I think Shamil had no part in this. She was just like, I don't know what to name him. Everyone was like Leaf because Leaf kept fucking touching leaves. And then then Leaf went up to his sister and said Moss after she figured out her name.
Oh my god.
No, you guys named Moss as well, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Leaf
Yeah.
that pointed at her sister with
No,
Moss.
you-
And I was like,
you
what?
You guys named Moss as well. You named them both.
Supposed to save the
Uh,
world? We're supposed
but
to save the world?
he says that he says that he was walking out of like the little orphanage before and he found the little baby girl and he just picked up the baby and then he started walking and then that's when he found a door, and that's how like he ended up meeting you guys eventually.
Let me tell you, he just fucking robbed a goddamn baby. He robbed a goddamn baby.
And then he was like, "This is my
Yeah,
sister."
Mirage is here.
Y'all going to jail for stealing kids.
Yeah,
didn't steal a kid.
Mirage still is here. She's still visiting.
Leaf saw
I didn't
someone
think she'd
just
go back home right away.
Yeah, no, she's still here.
see. Leaf just saw Shamil and said, "Wow, a short person." Shamil was like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "A kid." And Shamil was like, "A kid."
No.
A child. And then Leaf was like, "I attach myself to y'all now." Shamil was like, "Okay, that's pretty cool."
And Leaf's like thinking, and he's like, "What day is it?"
It's your birthday.
It's
I
Wednesday.
was
Your birthday! Happy birthday!
a whole day has passed.
It's your birthday, and things went really crazy and stuff like crazy.
What do you mean crazy? What happened?
Shamil actually looks like really sad for once. Like her face like actually drops and is like, I
Maybe we'll talk about that later.
Well, now
Is
I'm
it night?
concerned.
Is it nighttime now?
Yeah, it's a nighttime now.
It's meeting
Okay.
time. I'm Ymir.
Ymir.
Leaf looks around and he says, "Where's Spring?"
Shamil will like I guess kind of explain everything that whatever the fuck happened at that stupid ass wedding.
Leaf blinks a couple times and he immediately stands to his feet and bolts.
He's gonna go check out Spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be really happy, I think, that he's back awake.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Have their moment, bro. Let them have their moment.
Are you gonna stalk them so you can see their moment?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, you guys are stalking them. So you see Leaf rush down the hall to Spring's room, and he knocks on her door, and she doesn't really respond. But then he starts like, "Spring, like, are you good? Like, I heard what happened." And she freaking throws open the door and she hugs him.
Aw,
And
yay!
she just like starts crying, like big boy tears, like she's sobbing her eyes out. And
Good.
he's just holding her essentially. That's their moment.
Yay!
Yay!
Shimon will probably explain to Leaf what's up with him later, but that today's not the day.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, that's another side quest down, kind of.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
We did it.
We
did.
I gotta ask though, what's Mirage up to? What's
Yeah,
been
what's
going
Mirage?
on?
What is Mirage up to, Haley?
I don't know.
She's got her
I
husband
don't really
and she's got her
know.
2 twin kids here, so
Uh,
it's all you, sis. That she's your character.
she probably didn't get a chance to wander around the castle the wedding day, so she's probably looking around like, whoa, this is big and crazy
Oh yeah, Shimon
and
will probably go up.
elaborate.
Shimon will probably go up to her after this is like she writes down everything that just happened in her journal because she will forget and is like, oh yeah, I need to show Mirage around, and then she'll just approach Mirage like, you want to see the castle?
Did Mirage? Who did Mirage meet? Because I feel like she just disappeared one time and ended up on Nick Cerberus.
Yeah. So Mirage has met everybody a part of the Nick squad, and she met everyone. Like, so she knows Eliana, and she knows everyone that's a part of the Nick Cerberus squad, and then she also knows, well, she knew Onyx. And yeah, she doesn't know the Strahd campaign people, and she doesn't know Limbo people. And the reason she knows Nick Cerberus people and everything so well is because she was like a pen pal with Josie for a year. Not Josie, Shamil, for years.
She
Cool.
has to be Luna and Siren and everybody.
Yara, please look in the chat.
I'm so scared.
And that's also why Mirage was freaking bridesmaid to Shamil, because they became best friends because they're pen pals.
More best friend.
I imagine Camille like looks back at Mirage and Fabian, and they just both go like, thumbs up.
That's like literally, yeah.
Cute.
Okay, look in the chat.
We have some time, so is there anything else you guys want to do this session?
Laylee, look at the chat, please. Mary, look.
I see. I'm staring at everything that y'all are sending.
We got Leaf, we got Faith, and they were both in comas.
Oh, fucking Faith. Bro.
Oh my god, how's Faith looking? Because Fabian did leave for a bit.
He's good.
So let's go check on your son.
Okay.
He's conscious. Congratulations. Good luck, Haley.
Yeah.
Explain how you're doing.
So Fabian probably told him to like rest a bit because he made fundamental changes to his being, and we don't know how that's gonna react. So maybe just stay laying down.
Okay. We stay laying down.
And Faith was just kind of like, oh, okay, and then he just stayed there
like a fucking plane.
like a fucking thing, like a creature. He just stays there, and he's like, oh, okay.
Yo, what is the outside?
I do want to mention something real quick. Lucian wants to talk to you, Fabian.
Okay.
He pulls you aside and he says, "Hey, so I realize that you no longer have Myra. I don't see her with you anymore. And I don't sense Char's aura around you anymore either. So, and I know how attached you were to Myra, so just let me know if you ever want to go to Char's realm in order to try and save Myra, because I can get you there."
Oh.
Fabian's just like, oh.
Oh.
I think I maybe address that later.
Okay, he says, "I just wanted to let you know." He says, "I've been practicing with magic, and I've been practicing with like jumping from realm to realm, and I'm doing pretty good with it. So."
Have you seen something you don't like?
No. I only go to cool realms.
Oh.
He says, "I visited
Alright,
Lathander's
Doctor
realm
Strange.
briefly a while back, but I could not find Lathander. So."
Dang. That's too
says,
bad.
And he says, "I tried to go back, but it didn't work for some reason, so."
Oh, wait.
Doctor Strange.
Did you not tell him about the Lathander thing?
As of right now, no one has told him no.
He said not to mention. He said not to mention that he's his father, but we can definitely mention Lathander fucked up and got fucking, I don't know, banished.
Fabian, like, he just cringes a little bit to himself, and he's like, I think we need to have also a discussion. He'll kind of take his hand and then let go, and he'll just awkwardly make him follow him.
Oh my god, Fabian like
he just follows.
Fabian just grabs Shamil on the way. Just picks.
Yeah, he just like grabs the back of the neck of your armor, and he just like drags you.
You can just pick Shamil up, because honestly, even with her armor, she's probably only like 20.
He'll hold her like a baby.
A baby. you lift her up by the leg and
oh my god. Wait.
I hear her typing, searching up the perfect kiss.
Oh my god.
Whenever Fabian and Shamil go to battle, that's what they look like. Like Fabian just casts spells and Shamil's like the permanent shield.
Oh. Here, how about this one?
Oh my goodness.
I imagine him doing that one.
I see him doing that one too, because he's just awkward, so he doesn't know how to hold a small
Like
person.
he has -1 to strength, but he can still like just do that, I guess.
Well, I mean, Shamil's light. It's not like she's big, and her armor's not heavy either.
But
You
yeah,
could've-
he'll take Lucian and Shamil to Josie's. Well, he'll like set you down and then kind of peek into Josie, and he's like, maybe we should discuss that thing that happened in another realm
Oh.
with someone.
Oh shit. Oh god. That's gonna be good. This is gonna be so good. Jessie turns around. She's like she still looks dead tired, and she's like, oh my god. She's like, okay,
Oh,
like okay, this is gonna be a bit. So Lathander fucked up, and Siren and Luna automatically just teleport into the room. So how do I explain it? Like I bet Lucian's like staring at Josie with like the biggest
Oh
eyes.
yeah.
Like he's like, tell me. And he's like, she's like, and Josie's like, so Lathander decided to break God rule 3 times.
What God rule?
Yeah, the gods apparently have laws, and if one of them breaks them, they administer punishment.
But what's the rule? What's the rule he broke 3 times?
Not to interfere in mortal affairs.
What affairs did he interfere with?
Well, he didn't tell me the other 2 of his affairs, but what happened at the wedding was one.
Oh, he interfered? I kind of like passed out for some of that. What'd he do?
Yeah. So he killed my. It's kind of real. He came when my my
Josie killed somebody.
my ex-lover that I killed previously
Yeah.
decided to show up
Mhm.
and kill.
Uh-huh.
So he interfered in that,
So he
and
killed someone.
yeah, someone very bad.
Oh.
But the gods were like, "You changed the timeline, something like that, blah blah blah." And he's like, "I just wanted to help, us because we're going through a lot, facing big bad guys." And he's like, "I just want to help because it's not right." They started a big argument, and they decided that his punishment was that he's locked in his realm until they decide that they want to release him again. No, Josie's even like, "Oh god," it's like it's a hot mess.
So you're telling me that he killed the bad guy?
Yeah, he killed the bad guy.
I'm gonna need you to deception check that.
Wait. Well, he came and interfered after we killed, but that's about it.
So how are you gonna tell Lucian this? Because you have to do if you're gonna do a half truth, you have to make it a half
You know
truth.
what?
He didn't kill him.
I'll say that he healed Lucian because I don't have to. It doesn't say that he's a son because you were injured badly, and he didn't. He was, going crazy. I'll rephrase that. I'll erase that part.
Going crazy, was stupid.
Josie will say that he helped us out in the battle by healing us because he did heal Lucian.
Yeah. Okay. He says, "Oh, so okay, so we can't go visit him?"
Josie shakes her head like, "No, not anymore."
But I haven't met him.
Maybe when the gods release him again, but even I don't know when that will be.
Can I break in?
Please don't. We don't need him to get in more trouble because we were at the meeting with the gods, which there's a lot of them.
Why wasn't I there? Y'all were there, but I wasn't there.
You were dead asleep.
Some of us are barely there.
That is so
You
not
were
fair.
having your own problems at the moment.
Yeah, and it was really on the spur of the moment.
That is so. I am
But
upset. I should have
if you
been
break
invited.
if you break in, the gods may reconsider their decision instead of banishment to permanent elimination.
And it's the reason that I have a different aura and you no longer see Myra with me.
Fabian spoke up for us during the meeting, and Schmill's like, I appreciate it, Fabian.
Mm.
He nods.
Well, then I'll definitely help you get Myra back then, given those circumstances. But we gotta find a way to get him freed.
Well, from what I heard, this random entity called Diablos permanently killed a god, so maybe they might release him to all defeat that bad person in the fourth timeline.
Oh, well, that's not our problem. Okay.
Yeah, it ain't a problem. But it could be soon then. He might be released.
Well, that's good, cause I haven't met him. And it is unfair that you guys have met him, but I have not. And you're like, oh, he's here, but then he's never here when y'all say he's here.
I promise he cares for you a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Little do you know.
Little do you know, for real.
I'm debating on giving Lucian's gift right now because I think it's a good moment.
Okay, go for it.
I might. Fuck! I closed out of Discord. Ah! Pure anger.
Don't shit yourself.
Shut the hell up.
But he did make us help a gift, like make us. Shamil's like stumbling over her words. She's like, make us make gift. So she just sighs. It's like, you can pull out a box, and she's like, oh yeah, delusion. I'm sorry, I just saw the picture in the chat.
Hurry up.
Hurry up! It's a little figurine that I drew that I kind of regret how bad it looks, but also like I'm lazy as fuck right now. I'm lazy
right now.
I gotta give Leaf's gift later. But it's like a little man that holds a sun, Lathander's symbol, and it has Lathander's like blessing on it. So whatever shit you want to add to that, there you can add to his stat.
Sick.
Oh,
he did make us help get gift for you.
Aww.
Aww,
He puts it around his neck.
that's cute.
He's really happy. He's like smiling and he gives you guys a hug.
No, because Shimon and Josie made gifts. I didn't give Luna her gift.
Where's my gift?
You hear her down the hall. Where's my gift?
Where's my gift?
Where's my gift?
Ew.
But
yeah, Lucian thanks you guys, and he says, "I love you," and he gives you guys a hug. And then he says, then like some like thing dawns on him, and he's like, "Oh, I need to go talk to Spring," and he bolts.
No shit, they're all talking to Spring. The kids unite.
Yeah, well, there goes that.
I have no kid characters, so I cannot follow. Josie's a little better, but by the way, she doesn't look as tired. But she's still just chilling.
Though.
Josie do be just Jay chilling.
They're just hanging out.
Are you
Old people
Luna the
shit.
gift?
I don't know if Josie would be in the mood to give a gift, but I think you know what, she would.
Maybe it would make her feel better.
I need to give it out anyway. I already said yesterday I was gonna give it out, like last session, not the wedding. Well, if Luna wants to enter the room after whatever just happened,
She walks in. My son.
Wait, what was that? Jacqueline could not hear that. Kiara, Jacqueline could not hear that whisper.
She said she walks in and she goes, "My son."
My son, your son. Is just a siren in here?
No, he's not. She's just looking for him. She misses him.
You're
She finds out.
You're with your
Yeah,
son like
nowhere.
10 minutes ago.
I miss him.
She's probably looking for Leon right now.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, she's in here. Hello, hi, good morning.
She's like, well, I guess it's a good time to give you your gift at this point.
A gift for me? She
Yeah.
was kind of confused. Like, she looked for me? Seriously?
Yes, for you.
This is a prank.
No, it's not the time I handed you a box of worms and they all exploded everywhere.
Oh my god.
Like the can of worms shit. Like Josie's like, look, peanuts, and she was like, oh boy.
No, because when you said that, I was like, "Ooh, magic users!" Like they put exploding fucking worms.
No, I meant like the can of worms because I don't think Josie would touch actual worms.
Okay.
She doesn't like worms.
Luna grabs it. Is it in a box?
It's in a box, yes.
Okay, she grabs the box and she shakes it like Siren put like dead bugs in here or something.
Story. Siren did not make this gift. It was me and Shamel. And Shamel's like, yeah.
Okay, I trust Shamel. I don't trust Josie too much because I feel like I
Come
threaten
on, I
her
just did the
existence
can
of
of
life.
worms once. I did the can of worms once, Luna.
All right, she opens it.
It's a brass knuckle with your name on it.
Oh my!
Tinted in blue metal.
That's her reaction.
She goes, ah!
She was, oh my god! And she puts it on. And she holds out like a ring. She's like, I love it. I'm never taking this off. I love it.
God, it's like Jessie says, and it's like, you're always like my daughter, Luna.
Mommy?
Don't you say that like that. I'm regretting saying that.
She doesn't say that. She was like, oh, well, thank you. You've always been like, I don't know, like my older sister, my mom, my caregiver, my everything. And she gives her a hug. She's like, I love it. I can't wait to use it on Sharon. Why the melon?
Why the melon? Why the melon? I need to know. Like, what is it about the melon?
It's funny.
That's fair. You know what? Perfect. I love that.
Now you have to punch a melon with that.
What's Samora been doing?
Yeah, what has Ford been doing?
She's gonna punch.
I
She's gonna look for
know.
Siren, just to punch him with this new brass knuckle.
Okay.
Oh my god.
She's so excited. She's never been so excited. It's like Christmas.
What is Samora doing?
I don't know. I don't know what she just idly does.
She probably reads like from the fucking like book of demons. Like she's like in a room summoning hellhounds. She's like her eyes are rolled back and there's like fire everywhere. She's sitting in like a fucking circle of hell.
Oh no, I know what she's doing.
What's she doing?
She's making a bed for Simp.
Oh, that's so cute.
She got like feathers and like pillow parts and shit.
Does he have a pillow pet? I need to know.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Oh, Haley, don't be such an ass.
Hold on.
Every time-
pit.
As Sabora's making a bed for Simp, every 10 minutes she just passes by Josie's door and stares at it for no reason.
Just imagine
If
a
the door's
pillow
never
pet that
open
looks
and
like
she
Simp.
passes by, if
Oh
the
my-
door's never open and she passes by, she'll like look in there and like look around. And then Josie's like, what? And she's like, nothing. And she leaves.
Oh my god, Sabora just sees Josie depressed. Like really depressed for like a moment.
A pillow pet
She hugs
that
in.
looks like Simp. Simp, the pillow pet.
Yeah, does
Oh my God.
Sabora come in Josie's room at all today?
Probably. Well, maybe. I imagine she would sense that something's wrong and then she just appears like, what is wrong?
At the beginning of the day, she just appears out of nowhere. Mommy?
Immediately when she wakes up, she's just there.
I bet that's a regular occurrence too.
I can imagine.
Shamel's not scared of it anymore. She's wake up to like glowing eyes on the ceiling.
That's the most terrifying shit. It's like that fucking creepy pasta picture of Eyeless Jack. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. Because I could give Sabora her gift, but it has to be a good time when she just something.
Yeah, I imagine that right now she'd probably just be making a little bed for Soup.
No.
So he doesn't always have to just lay in her hair and shit.
How small is Simp?
He's probably like the size of like from your elbow to your hand. That's kind of how big he is.
Oh, he's a little small. He's like, he reminds me of that shit from, oh my gosh, Avatar: The Last Airbender, like Aang's little monkey thing.
Momo.
Yeah.
Momo.
Momo. I love
I
Momo.
a picture
I
of
love
him.
Momo.
Anything else?
Siren and Leon.
Siren or Saren?
Siren, not Saren. Well, Luna's gonna punch Saren. I
Yeah,
gotta get that scene. Luna's gotta punch Saren. I gotta get that.
Literally, yeah.
I gotta get that scene, Mary. Saren. Luna punches Saren.
Oh, shit, yeah. You approach, Saren's out there cleaning shit up with Reese and Alora and everything, so.
Oh, I was scared 1 to 10. How sad are they? Because I don't want to interrupt if they're really fucking sad.
They're not sad. They're just cleaning up. Like they're doing like the
Okay.
whole like little cleanups. Clean up, clean
Clean.
Oh my
Everybody
god,
clean
y'all
up.
fine. She comes out and looks at Saren, and she's like, and she puts her hands behind her back. She's like, "Hi, Saren. How are you doing?
He starts backing up.
Where are you going, Saren? Saren?" And she just keeps following him like, "Saren, why are you running, Saren? Saren, you can't run very far. You know that, right?"
He turns his head and he's like, Strahd, I think you're gonna have to run. Strahd, I think you're gonna have to run.
Strahd's like, I'm
starts running. She starts running after him. Like, I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk.
He starts bolting. And you just hear Saren screaming like, Strahd! Strahd!
Oh my
And
gosh, Luna's
Strahd's
like
not taking
maniacally
over.
laughing. She's maniacally laughing. It's kind of terrifying, actually. It's like being chased by a
It's like
psycho.
when you ate the cheese that I said, you still eat those cheeses, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, the same exact
And
shit.
then Saren runs and hides behind Reese.
Oh, hello, Reese. Can you move aside? I just need to talk to my brother for like 2 minutes.
Reese blinks a few times and he tries to like move, but Saren's like holding him in place. He says, if you move, I will die. Do you want me to die?
You won't die.
I
You
will
won't die. I
die.
promise you won't
I
die.
will die.
I just want to give you something. It's a gift. It's a gift from Josie, actually. I just want to give it to you.
Why didn't Josie give it to me?
Huh?
Then why didn't Josie give it to me?
She's sad. Her best friend died.
No, her best. Well, she's not as close as August as Shamil, but like she feels like it's her fault.
She said she didn't want to give it to you personally. She makes like a little sad face. She didn't want to give it to you personally. So she decided for me to give it to you.
Says, then hold it out.
Deception check.
Then hold it out, Luna.
Okay, you just gotta step from behind Reese.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't trust you.
She looks at Reese and then she looks at Sarah like,
you pick up Reese and just throw him.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's what I was just about to say. She's gonna grab Reese and try to like lift him up and like move him to the side like a Lego.
Okay.
Move aside.
Make a strength check, actually.
Like a Lego.
Like a fucking Lego.
Like a Lego.
Oh no, that's the wrong person. Whoops. Reese can't be that heavy. 16.
Nice. You pick up Reese and you relocate him, and Saren starts bolting again, and he runs to the castle.
Alright, I'm a what's the one to dexterity? What's the dexterity
check
or athletics?
You can do either or.
This is comedy.
I'm trying to see which one. No, we're gonna do athletics to run after him and then give him a solid punch either on the back of the leg, like on the back of the thigh, or right on the shoulder.
You're gonna kill him.
I know.
Stop.
15. Does that do it? Does that do it?
I'm gonna use Onyx's sheet since they have similar stats. Well, you catch him.
I catch him. I'm gonna give him.
Do like that
Let's do it.
solid sibling punch. Just an unarmed strike.
Yeah, let's
Roll
do
to
straight.
hit.
What would that be?
D20 plus 7.
Yeah.
She's a plus 7 to hit.
18.
That hits.
Alright, I'm gonna sock him right on the back of the thigh to leave a firm, like, Luna mark. I want that shit to be engraved in the skin.
Girl, you're gonna hurt him. You're gonna break his bone.
No, I'm just gonna punch him hard enough where it leaves a mark. Maybe I hurt him. Maybe I bruised him badly, but
Oh my god, this poor man.
it's fine.
He's gonna run to Josie like, Josie, she hurt me.
And then she'll be like, well, Josie gave it to me, so.
Mary, please tell me what the fuck happened.
Okay, so you punched him?
Yes.
Where do you want to punch him?
Right on the back of the thigh, because there's a lot of meat there. Like, it should leave a solid mark.
Okay, you do that, and then there's a L-U-N-A there. And as a reaction, he casts a spell,
Oh, fuck.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What the fuck? That's kinda gay.
You're kind of gay.
19. Ooh, look at that.
Okay, you'll take half damage.
Oh, shit.
Let me see.
What was it that he casted?
Oh, you just wait.
Oh, I'm scared.
Let me see. I gotta do the damage.
I still sometimes remember that, like, they used to hate each other. Fucking, Reese and Sarah used to hate each other. That was crazy.
I got over it though, because they grow up.
You're gonna take 20 damage. He
Oh!
casts Thunder Wave, and you go flying, and you hit the roof.
God. Oh, God.
They're both fucking comedy. This is a cartoon.
She lands, like, face first on the floor, and she just lays there for a moment, and she goes,
He jumps up and starts running, and he's flicking you off as he runs.
Oh my god, he's gonna check his thigh and see the fucking mark, Mary.
he has to wear shorts now so we can see the little mark. He has to. He has to. Yeah, please.
The fact you go,
I just imagine her going, Mom!
Josie is not fucking coming out just to see you fucking laying on the ground because you decided to punch Saren.
Ooh, that shit. I know that shit hurting. I know that shit hurting.
Meanwhile, Lucian comes to grab Siren.
Nice.
And he doesn't explain, he just grabs Siren and he runs back to Spring.
Oh, okay. Sarah just, like, he kind of just sits there like, where am I going?
He doesn't respond. Yeah, you get to Spring and everybody else. And Spring, she's still exhausted and everything, but she seems like she wants to do something, because she doesn't like just sitting around, and she says, I think we need to talk to Faith about the cave.
I agree.
She says, so it's time to go get Faith, and then I assume all of the kids go walking to Faith.
Probably. They all come in there. He's just like, oh, what's this?
Oh.
And Spring gestures to Siren. And Siren, I guess it's supposed to start talking now.
Okay. Well, I think you should know. That's exactly what he says, actually. Explains the cave.
So you're gonna explain to him about the cave?
Yeah.
Okay. you hear about the cave?
Faith goes through a couple different emotions. He's like a little bit of shock, and then doubt, and then considering. And he's like, "Oh, okay."
I just thought you should know it's fair. But I think we should not investigate it only because we don't know what's in there. You don't know what hell we can unleash. We already have a hole in another plane of existence letting out evil spirits. I don't think we should open up Pandora's box.
Spring says, and I completely disagree, and I think you should investigate it because it may have something to do with your father's death and finding out who did it.
Well, maybe we should. Don't you think that man's been through enough and he just wants to rest?
That was a good moment.
Spring turns and looks at you, Siren, and pats your back and says, "The people with dead fathers are talking now."
Okay.
Just kill Leon off. It'll be good.
Kill my father, my biological one.
Your biological one. You don't give a shit about your biological one.
But Spring says, "We'll leave it up to you, Faith, since it is your dad."
He'll
situation.
consider it for a second, and he'll shrug, get up out of the bed, kind of flatten his clothes out, pick up his dad's rapier, and say, "Okay."
Oh fuck! That's exactly what it says. Oh fuck!
Spring says, "Okay, now we gotta decide who we want to go, because we might not obviously all want to go. And that's okay. We don't all have to go. An adult can come as well."
Leon!
No!
I haven't seen Leon all day. Have you guys seen him?
No.
Maybe he's with Archeon.
Oh, also Shanra is here. Y'all stole Shanra as well. I forgot to mention that. Sorry, my bad.
Cool. I love
She
Shauna.
was helping her father.
Just Simon really say he's Angian.
Actually, Shanra chimes in when you're like, "Where's Leon?" And she goes, "Actually, Siren's right. He's helping Archeon now."
Oh fuck! I thought he was outside smoking.
No, because when I left, I was like, "My dad needs help," and then I was like, "You should go help him." And then Leon was like, "Okay."
Leon plus 0 brain cells. He said, "Okay."
This is so. I guess we go talk to Leon.
I suppose so.
Okay.
Kids,
So
away.
I guess the cult of kids is gonna go approach Leon and Archeon.
Leon is like helping, but he has like moved to like a window and he's pulling something out of his coat.
What is it? What is that? What you got there, Mr. Leon?
As soon as you say that, he like fucking fumbles around and almost like, and you see it's like a pack of cigarettes. He's like,
What is that? What is
uh,
that? He bends down and picks it up. What is this? Is this what I think it is?
Archeon's right next to you, so he glances up and he sees it and he snaps his fingers and it burns.
fuck.
And then he goes back to doing kingly duties since he's
Damn it.
substituting for right now.
Freaking himbos.
Damn it. Does Leon even know it was Archeon?
Oh yeah, he saw Archeon do it this time.
Well, he's not gonna be mad about it because he was trying to quit anyway.
So
it's not like
money, people.
Don't worry about it. Okay, and he just sees the cult of kids and he's like, "What do you all want this time?"
We have a mission.
We
just-
all
he just said
approach
that.
with expectant eyes.
Are you sure you're all okay?
We're all fine. We just we have a mission, and we need a reliable adult.
Him knowing Spring and Leaf were not okay at the moment.
Leaf and Spring both blink.
And she's like, Oh, okay.
Is that a yes?
Okay, I'll go with you. Where are y'all planning to go anyway?
A
Dangerous cave.
Oh, dangerous cave. Is this
Of course.
the thing you mentioned, Siren? Is this the thing?
Yeah. I mean, we need.
Okay, yes, fine. We can investigate the cave, but we're all not going to a cave. All of us.
Why not?
There's a lot of you, and I think some of you need to rest.
Like
And
who?
who knows what's in that cave?
And you
Good
slide
luck.
him like $2. Like, hey, listen, if you keep this up, I'll give you more. Please.
I don't mind going with you all to the cave,
Yeah.
but we can't risk anything with how crazy everything is outside. So I suggest a small party that's willing to go.
Okay. So who's a small party that's willing to go?
Definitely. Well, Siren has no choice. So Siren
I don't have a
is,
choice, yeah.
Faith is definitely no choice. Leon's a choice, and probably only one of the kids that y'all can choose from because Leon's not gonna choose.
Lucian, Leaf, and Spring all raise their hands.
Ah, of course I do. Well, fine. It's up to you kids if you all want to go together or not. Dad cannot fight the kids because he knows that, like, Leaf and Lucian or like whoever is left is gonna stalk them.
I guess we're all going together. Is there anyone else we want to invite on our journey?
Maybe your dad. Maybe
Yeah.
your dad, Faith.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm really not
If
sure
you
about
if you don't want to, I'm not gonna force it. But
Lucian
He'll turn to the rest of the kids and he'll be like, "What do you guys think?"
Lucian says, I don't know that we should invite your dad since he doesn't remember your other dad, but I do think we should invite Sabora.
Bruh, why did you read my mind?
Sabora it is.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh God. Sabora,
Is there
please.
anyone else you guys want to invite? Because you can have as many characters as you want.
Not really. I don't want to lose any more than we already had, which is
Yeah,
one.
we don't want no one to die anymore. We have too many funerals to attend as it is.
What? Okay, so Lucian, Spring, Leaf, Chandra, and Archeon's gonna be working, so Leon, Serb, Faith, Siren. Is that the party?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
kind of big.
that's okay. It doesn't matter. So there's no one else you guys want to invite?
No.
Nope.
Okay, just making sure. This will be quick. I promise. We'll end at 9:30, if that's okay with y'all.
That's cool.
That's incredible to me.
I love you, Mary, and I'll make out with you and kiss you goodnight.
I do that all the time. Mary, did you see the book I sent to the chat?
I did.
I thought it was cool.
I want it. That's gonna actually go on my wish list. Anyway,
Same. I just did that. I was like, ooh.
Shut up, Taylor. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you to hell.
Good.
Shut up.
okay, so you guys go to the location on the map of the cave. That little part is, right? And you guys walk there and, relatively nothing bad goes astray or happens. It's just
Oh no.
casual walk, skipping stones and shit, and as you get to the cave, you see a trail of goo exiting it. But it's dried.
Oh.
It's dried goo. So you think no one's been here in a long time.
Oh.
There are no fresh footprints or anything else.
Ew. Leon will lead the way for the
Okay.
kids.
Does anyone want to do any kind of check or anything?
I should probably check. I should probably roll a check.
Faith will do a perception check.
Okay.
15.
Nice. You see a glyph on the top of the cave. But you're not really sure how to get to it, and you're not close enough to see it.
Dang.
Damn. Can Leon Arcana check anywhere?
You're not close enough to be able to Arcana check the glyph itself, but you do know it is a glyph. And there's no other magic emanating from the cave.
Whack as fuck.
But you do know that this glyph is magical. Like, you just don't know what magic it is because you're not close enough to be able to see it.
I want to have binoculars.
You put on binoculars, so like, let me see what it is.
I want to be as a telescope. You don't know that.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
What do you want to do?
Funny.
I guess since it seems like it's inactive, we can enter the cave.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys walk ahead towards the cave, and a large orb falls over you guys, and there are no gaps.
A large what?
Orb. O-R-B.
Orbeez.
Orb. And there are no gaps or anything in it.
Like, we're in an orb now?
Yeah.
Whack as fuck.
Damn.
I like how we're just like, damn, whack as fuck.
And you hear a voice echo, and it says, "Choose half of you to die, the other half will live."
Sorry.
Sorry? Hello?
I'm sorry. What the fuck? Can we just spell magic on this?
You try, and the spell immediately fizzles out.
Hello? How many do we have on our team?
I kind of don't want to.
We had to choose 4 to die and 4 to live. What the fuck?
I kind of don't want to.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to.
Too fucking bad. You kind of have to do it, so like.
We don't
that
give a
kinda
shit.
sucks.
I don't give a shit about this whatever entity. Can I Arcana check this orb?
Yeah.
Cool. I got a 19.
You think it's a trap emanating from the glyph.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can we roll the orb?
You try and push it, and your hands just sink into it, and you pull back, and like there's goo all over your hands, and you shake it off.
Ew.
Ew. Weird.
I will also say that if you try to attack it or like anything like that, that even if you do chip some of it off, it'll just reemerge.
Damn.
Damn.
Who said that? Who said half to die and half to live?
You just heard an echoey voice emanate from it. You don't know who said it or what said it, but it did sound kind of familiar because each word that was said was in a different tone and pitch, and it sounded like different voice saying each.
Oh.
Which reminds you of for those who did, the dude that you guys met when the big explosion happened at that encampment.
I do remember.
So it's the same voice.
Dang.
Stupid as hell.
Do we remember their name? Did we ever get their name?
You did not get their name.
Their name be Static though.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
the way you said that.
Mary, I think this is going to take a lot longer than 9:30.
Will it?
We don't like the the 2 death day. We're gonna try to find a way around it.
Okay, there doesn't seem to be a way around it.
That's stupid.
I'm sorry.
Dumb as hell. Leon will be the first to go.
And you all have to agree, by the way, on who
Yeah.
dies.
Bruh, this is fucked up.
Leon dies.
No.
No. Look, you kids got a good future. I'm fucking 66 with magic in my veins, like that could run out every 2 seconds. So that's one.
Okay, so Leon. 3 more. And
I'll
as
go.
players, you can say NPCs, even though your characters wouldn't say them.
Bruh, I don't want to say nobody.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna leave the call.
God, I'll go. I'll fucking do it. Hello?
Oh, Jacqueline's just straight gone.
That's
She's back.
oh.
So we have Leon.
It's one.
Uh-huh.
As
Who-
players, if you want NPCs to go, you can say them.
I'm still alive.
I'll
But
go.
technically, I'm pretty sure everyone here except for Sabora would be like, I'll go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying as players, I'll let you guys decide.
Yeah, 'cause I don't want to insult them and be like, "You're dead now." I love them. Siren could, because then we can just make a deal with Karen, and be like, "Yo, bring him back to life." I'd be like, "Okay."
I would
I'll
do
do it.
So you want Leon and Siren? Does everyone agree on that?
The less NPCs we attack, the happier they are.
True.
So if Faith dies, will that part of Spring Soul die too?
Yes.
Oh, bruh.
Duh. Just die, Faith.
I mean,
Shanra will volunteer as tribute.
No,
Oh my gosh, I will go. Just let me go.
you're going, but we need to choose others. You
You
should
need
do.
4, remember?
You should do Lucian.
Luna, let's take Luna. Bye, Luna.
Don't.
Luna's not there.
Damn it.
You
Give me
have
Leon.
We're
you
not-
have Lucian, Spring, Leaf, Shanra, Leon, Sabora, Faith, and Siren. It is listed in the chat. You can look up and look
We
at it.
need 2 more. We can take. We can't take Sean. Sean's got to go on a trip with Archeon, so we can't do that.
I mean, technically, Spring, Leaf, and Lucian also all say I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, they're stupid as hell. Sabora, you're volunteering. I don't give a shit.
Would it even work? She's immortal.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. And you trick them.
Okay. Does Sabora agree?
I don't know if I want to risk it.
No. He said choose who lives or dies. Maybe it's not right now. It's fucking later that we can prevent it.
It's right now.
It's right now. That's whack as hell. Live-
I'll sacrifice Faith.
Okay. So Leon, Siren, Faith, and choose an NPC.
Boo. Let's take Lucian.
Okay, you want to take Lucian?
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone agree on Lucian, Leon, Faith, and Siren?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Okay. Or
Or what? Fucking, what's your last name? I forgot his fucking last name.
Okay, are you sure about this?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Are y'all sure about it?
I'm fine.
I don't want to give up Lucian.
We don't want to give up Lucian. I don't want to
No.
give up anybody.
I don't either.
We'll take Deborah.
No! Freak you. That's not happening.
I'm also not convinced that Kiara wants to give up Siren.
I don't think most of us want to give him up. I don't want to give up Leon, but you know he's easy.
I don't want to give him up, but we need to go.
You do need to go.
I love my baby boy. He's my baby boy, but
Lucian's
fuck it.
Lucian's got the biggest heart.
He
He
does
would
have the
definitely be the
fucking
first
biggest
one to raise
heart.
his hand.
Yeah,
Bro.
honestly, all of the NPCs were like, we'll just take the bullet.
Y'all stupid. Stupid as hell.
No, I mean, if you guys wanted, all of the NPCs would do it. I'm not even joking. That's not a.
Yeah,
That's not
bye
me joking.
NPCs. Goodbye.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
You just gotta all agree on the people.
Well,
I promise you, this will not go past 9:30, Kiara.
Very good.
Okay.
we're just making fun of you.
Because you're like, we gotta go fast. I promise. This isn't.
No,
this
it's just
isn't-
because this is the only character I have that's like able to like.
I know.
go.
That's why I was saying, like, if you're not 100% sure, then don't do it.
I'll agree to it.
You'll agree to what?
Sabora?
No!
So what are you?
Faith and Siren. I'll agree to it.
Who?
Bruh.
Type it in the chat.
Yeah, type it.
You're
and then we'll
cutting out.
have people vote. I'm agreeing to Faith, Lucian, Leon, and Siren. Faith, Lucian, Leon, and Siren. Okay.
Okay.
Has everyone else agreed to Faith, Lucian, Leon, and Siren?
Yeah. Let's tear off the band-aid, bro.
And are you sure about this?
Oh no, but
No, but it's what we got.
That's what we got, man. That's what we got.
If you're not sure about it, then substitute someone for someone else.
No, I'm not substituting any of the NPCs for Leon.
What about Siren? What about Faith? You just saved Faith.
We did just say Faith. We just saved all of them. Like, shut up.
Man, get rid of Shanra.
Who do you want
Alright,
Chandra
bye,
to
Chandra.
substitute?
Bye, Chandra.
Just substitute Faith, because Faith's got to do his main mission anyway.
Okay, so Chandra, Lucian, Leon, and Siren. Are you sure you want to sacrifice Siren?
Alright,
That's all I have.
Well, you don't have to. You can sacrifice another NPC.
just sacrifice the NPCs and it's only Leon that dies.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay. So everyone agree on this combination.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As everyone agrees on it, you hear a voice say, "It's clear whose lives matter and whose do not. Thank you for letting me know." And the orb disappears, and everyone's
Meanwhile-
alive.
Meanwhile, they just raised their hand and they didn't even agree to anything. They all raised their hand.
Honestly, Faith will like hug Lucian and Siren.
Oh, that's cute.
No. Yeah, I'll give her a hug.
And the glyph goes dim, so it seems to be inactive now.
Whack as hell.
But none of that. It did not curse you. Nothing happened. It was.
I'm
just,
cursed.
You're
Leon's
fine.
dead.
So good job, guys.
Well, let's continue.
Yep.
Just
So, you guys, are you gonna go further into the cave?
Slowly and cautiously.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys slowly and cautiously also looking for traps, continue to go inward into the cave, and at the end of it, you see a limbo portal.
Oh.
And
Oh.
who is with us? Let me see. Lucian did a lot of research on limbo and everything. So Lucian will look kind of confused at this, and he says there's only supposed to be one of these per timeline. So that means that this must be just the start of the multiple like limbo portals on this timeline, and that this could be because of the limbo hole.
Oh.
Oh, bro.
Nasty.
Nasty.
And Lucian looks to you, Siren, and says, and you said that Evil Luna told you this story about how a creature came from this cave, right? And that's the thing
Mhm.
that killed Furanos.
Yeah.
Well, if that's
Dang.
true, then that means whatever it is came from Limbo.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
So are you
And
saying that thing is out here in our plane of existence?
Lucian nods. He says, but I don't think it's here. Like, it's not around us right now. I just think it originated here.
Oh shit.
And it's been here for a few years now, clearly. At least a year.
Yo.
Ew, no, now we got another thing to fix.
And he says, but this is connected to, the limbo hole, so we kind of have to fix
Yes,
that to
the
fix the
whole
rest of
fuck
this.
up my mother did. Yeah.
And he says, and we gotta find whatever thing came out of it and is like killing people or whatever. And he says, anyway, I think that's all the information we're gonna get from this like whole cage thing, and we just kind of went through like a traumatic experience again. So, and this place gives me a really bad vibe and like really bad aura. So I think we should kind of like go.
Yeah, Faith is like, I think we should go home.
Oh, Leon like walks behind them as they're leaving because he's like, what the fuck, a portal?
And you guys all go home.
Wacky.
Congratulations, everyone.
Wow,
learned.
that was it. That was the cave.
And that's where we're gonna leave this session off.
That was funny. We walked in the cave, expected big backstory, got portal.
Well, I mean, that does kind of connect a lot of dots.
It does, though.
So it essentially says that Furanos' death was directly caused by Luna.
Yep, indirectly. So Luna and Faith, they might, get at it, see which one wins. Goodbye. The old lady or the man missing his father?
Shit.
Dude, it's good up in here.
And that's where we're going to leave the session off today.